Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and I don't usually do videos without makeup on and stuff, but I am in my pajamas. We've pretty much been in pajamas all day. I did go out, my husband and I went out and walked around the neighborhood a little bit. It's been raining here for almost 11 days now. I live in South Carolina, and if any of you have been paying attention to the news, then you know that South Carolina is flooded. There are parts of North Carolina that are flooded. Out where I live, which is in the Midlands in South Carolina, there have been 5 deaths. There have been 300 and something accidents. They have roads closed. Interstates, portions of the interstates are closed. Bridges have washed out, dams have washed out and given way, roads have collapsed. There's a lot going on. If you check out my Twitter account, I have reposted some of the pictures. Due to copyright laws and stuff, I'm not even going to attempt to try to put those on here, but I did get a little bit of a footage of just the rain right out front. We happen to live on an incline. Now at both ends of our road, however, which our road goes from A to B, and at A is a main road, and at B is kind of a main road. Now, on the one road, right down the road, once you turn off onto the main road, for us to get to where the grocery stores and the gas stations and all that stuff is, part of that road collapsed. On the other end of our road, the bridge that leads, the little bridge that goes over like a little dam, my in-laws live right in the neighborhood right past that. You'll see the footage for it. The very first footage of the rain, that's Saturday. The next day, after this video, you'll see Sunday's footage. Now, as I do this, it is late Sunday night, and it is still raining. It's supposed to let up, and it has let up somewhat, but it is still raining. So, I have, should be writing, but with NaNoWriMo coming up, I don't really want to write a whole lot. So I've been doing some journaling. I've been watching some Netflix. When we finally got the internet back this evening, we watched some DVDs, and we watched a lot of the local news. Tamara, if you're watching, I am drinking cold coffee. I made extra coffee, and just in case we lost the power, I let it. And then once it got cold, I cut it off. And once it got cold, I made myself some cold coffee with it. And oh, it's so good. But anyway, so I am about to start doing some exercises for my writing, for my outline, for some other things that I have going on. And I just kind of wanted to catch up with everything, because I know there are some people who've messaged me on Facebook, some people who've messaged me on here, some people who've messaged me on Twitter asking if I'm okay, how everything is, you know, wondering about us, and we are good. My friends, their yard, and they live about, I don't know, 12 minutes from us. Their yard had 2 feet of water in it. 2 feet of water in it. Down the road, in-laws didn't have power for 3/4 of the day on Sunday, today, during the day part. My daughter, their backyard is at a decline, and there, it looked like a river, it looked like a pond back there. They even had some of the neighbors back there taking pictures of it. It was so deep, so big. So, but everybody I know is okay. Like I said, there have been 5 deaths, very unfortunate. I have seen, even after the curfew, because we did have a curfew, even after 7 o'clock when our curfew was, there were still people up and down riding the roads. Now, they said that if the police caught you on the road and you weren't one of the, like if you weren't a health, like somebody who worked at the hospital or for one of the emergency response teams or kind of thing, you would be arrested and taken to jail. So I'm not quite sure what these people are doing. My husband and I didn't even bother to get in my car or his big truck. We just kind of walked around, because like I said, the 2 main ways out of here that we can't leave. We can't leave our neighborhood, really. I mean, either way you go, you're kind of stuck. And my car sits really low, and driving in this, I don't even drive in the really deep puddles. So I'm definitely not going to drive in this mess. Another thing, right now, as of right now, they have portions of interstates closed out here. Right now, DOT and the governor and all, if it's not mandatory for you to be going somewhere, like for your job, like if you are a health professional or something, or like I said, one of the emergency response people, then you aren't supposed to be on the roads. It's not safe. So they have roads that have actually caved in, and people want to drive through the puddles, and they don't know. I mean, you don't know what's underneath the puddles. You'll see footage for the little bridge that had the dam underneath it that caved. The water has now gone over the bridge. When I first shot that video, it wasn't as bad. There were still cars that could go over it if they were sitting up higher, like trucks. But now you can't go across it. And I don't know, several people had to abandon their cars and leave them in the middle of the road. Their cars were getting stuck in the water. Their cars were getting stuck in parts of the road that collapsed. So it's been a day. It's been a weekend. It's been a whole week of this. Over a week of this. And my husband kept telling me I was upset about it. My husband kept telling me, well, there's no need to get upset. It's either gonna flood us out or it's not. You know, do is be safe. It's not like we can go anywhere. And they had some people in different places being evacuated, but we don't have any way to get anywhere because the roads, like I said, they've either collapsed, they're washed over, they're washed out. You have a friend, however, who has a truck. Once it clears up a little bit, when she is able, she can go down one of the back roads that you can get to. It's not safe for my car, but in her truck she could. So as soon as it's safe for her to do so, she will come get me and she will take me to the grocery store so I can get a few more supplies. And for now, it's just not safe to do so. And I did stock up at the end of the week, and I mean at the end of the week on Friday when I went to Walmart, I did stock up on some things like coffee and coffee creamer. So yeah, I found 2 real big bottles of white chocolate mocha liquid creamer. And there's a touch of chocolate syrup in there. Hershey's dark chocolate mixed just a tad in it, so it's not quite so sweet, so it doesn't have that overwhelmingly sweet from the white chocolate syrup. I got extra coffee. I got popcorn. I got some M&Ms. I got pumpkin seeds. I got drinks. I got a lot of bottles of water. I got extra toilet paper. I got a few things. The only thing I forgot to get, like a handful of little things, I forgot to get the batteries. We're going to pick those up when, like I said, I can get out. So for now, I'm going to be outlining. I didn't have internet at all until late, or 8 o'clock this evening. And so it's been very trying. And when we first got internet, we checked a lot of things. We had to check the interstate, where they had listed what roads were closed and what was going on with that because of my husband's job. I was thankful my husband and I got to spend some more time together before he does have to leave, just in case he does have to leave tomorrow. So that's it for me. Like I said, I'm about to see why my printer won't print when I'm trying to print, and then I'm going to start working on the exercise that I have for my outline, because I finally can open my email and try to print it out and get all that good stuff because I couldn't get online earlier. We filled up the bathtub with water. We took showers while we still had power and water, because there are certain places out where we live where they were shutting the water off because of the overflow. There were other places where they still had water, but the water had to be boiled if you were going to cook or anything. Like I said, it's a mess out here. It really is. They have, as soon as it's possible for me to get out of where I live, I'm going to see if I can help some of my friends who've had some damage and stuff like that. So there are a lot of people out here who have severely damaged homes and property and stuff like that. We've been very lucky, like I said. I'm probably going to have my car detailed because my window has a slight leak and I covered it. It needs to be, the window needs to be repositioned. They're funky shaped and it leaks when it rains really bad. And since we've had over 10 days worth of rain, I'm probably going to have the carpet and the seats in my car detailed really good now. Yeah. But otherwise, so far, so good here. Thank you. Bye.
So, we have South Carolina flooding. There are roads that are closed down. It's flooded in parts. Two of the major roads that lead to where we live are washed out. One of the bridges collapsed, washed out. That pool is actually upside down, guys. The pool is upside down. We turned it upside down so we could deflate it, and we haven't done that yet. Just so you guys can kind of get a pretty good look. And our road's not nearly as bad as some of the roads, so we're doing okay. I kind of want to check out where they're saying that the bridge has collapsed.